today's video, I have some good news and some bad news. Good news, I installed long tube headers. Bad news, I didn't record it. Would have recorded it, but I feel like I would have messed something up. Took me 10 hours to get this all buttoned up. I went to a muffler shop, got it towed there and back, just because if I would have drove it, I would have risked blowing it up. And it took me a couple days to find a tuner who would be willing to do it in such short notice, because everybody's booked out months at a time right now. The shop is called GTR Performance. I would check them out. They specialize in Ford, but my tuner just told me to get some NGKs, install them, and I'm gonna show you guys that right now. Holder ignition, so I can reduce like the chances of knock. I'll list the part number and everything for these if you guys really want to put this on your Shelby to take off the cold air intake. I've done that in one of my previous videos. If you guys need to know how to do it, go check it out in my channel. Alright, so now with that done, we have to take off the cover, take off the bolts that hold it down, then take out the coil packs, make sure that they're in the right order, and then take off the spark plugs. Spark plugs, after you remove the cover, make sure that you put these in order, and make sure to check your spark plugs before you put them in, that they're correctly gapped. You can buy a little tool at AutoZone. Went through each one of them and gapped them to 0.028 and 0.28 to 0.29. Remove the sensors first. Gonna be doing this side first, then I'm gonna go on the passenger side and do the same thing. For this specific car, it can be a 14 mil or a 5/8. This was only a couple thousand miles, but then again, I was catless. You compare it, this is a brand new spark plug. It looks phenomenal comparing to that, even though it's only been a couple thousand miles. Make sure you do not cross thread it. Alright, so now that the coil packs are in, all I have to do is put the cover back on and then do the same thing on the other side. With long tubes and just a tune, I don't think these would have lasted that long. Too much fuel, which is something that you'll get especially if you're running no cats. Alright, so now that everything is buttoned up, I did this side already and I put the intake back on. I'm going with, I don't think it's going to be safe to at least move the car right now, or start it up and, you know, rev it for you guys. I'm just gonna be waiting till the tow truck comes, which is gonna come tomorrow morning before 9:30 in the morning, so I can drop it off. Can't wait to record the actual dyno process and show you guys how much horsepower I make. In the comments below, you guys can tell me like how much you can guess with the long tube headers, like I'll be pushing, how much horsepower I'll be pushing, and I'd like to see who was right. Wash the car and vacuum the inside, because I haven't driven it for almost a couple weeks since I've been working on it, and I even put a cover over the car. Put a cover over it and it still got dirty. And then I took off the cover last night and for some odd reason it rained. That should end today's video. Remember, everything happens for a reason. Peace out.